I nearly said I was eating Danny DeVito. Imagine that. Don't imagine that. Welcome, my Mercurial mercenaries. Many of you over the last few weeks have asked if we can listen together to The Cure's new album, Songs of a Lost World. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. And we're going to start with Alone. It's quite fitting for a Cure song to be titled Alone, I think, because this is a band that I have some history with. Robert Smith. In fact, in the past, when I was fronting a band, people used to say that I sounded a little bit like Robert Smith, and they meant it in a good way. Okay, let's listen. So, straight away, got the drums and the strings. Quite bombastic. I mean, The Cure can go one way or the other. You can have the way that they started out, a kind of triplet of albums near the beginning of their career, which were really atmospheric and set out the stall for what they later became. And I would include Disintegration in amongst that. Or you got the Friday I'm in Love, kind of more pop orientated. Got to be careful you don't mix it up with orienteering, which is something completely different. Robert Smith, out in the wilderness with a map and a compass. Oh, that's beautiful. Bling, 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 bling. Okay. So this is the intro to the album. Bling, 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 bling. And it's not a surprise to not have any immediate vocals. Because like I say, this is a band that is about atmosphere. And I kind of gave it away there a little bit, but an album that has a proper place in my heart is Disintegration from the late 80s. I just think that's it's a masterpiece. It's an album that we will have to do. I think we'll end up getting that one on vinyl and properly experiencing it as a package. Alone. So, The Cure have been, album-wise, have been distant, silent for like 16 years. They've been playing gigs, like headline Glastonbury, things like that. They still put it out there. But I think certain types of people in this world needed a Cure album. So I get the feeling that Alone is, the instruments are all alone. Unless he starts singing now. Yes! Okay. This is the end of every song that we sing. Stars grow dim with tears. Cold and afraid. The ghosts of all that we've been. We toast with bitter dregs to our emptiness. A friend of mine went to Tahiti and brought me this can of beer all the way back from Tahiti. And it all stops. We were always sure that we would stay the same. But it all stops. And we close our eyes to sleep. To dream of boy and girl. Who dream the world is nothing but a dream. Where did it go? I'm determined to get a decent shot of this girl on the front of this Tahiti beer can. This is the end of every song we sing. Where did it go? I'm really happy so far. This is like I said, this is an album for my youth. Usually I'm listening to music that people suggest to me, and it's like hip hop or whatever I've never heard before, and I have to make a kind of qualitative judgment immediately. But here we've got a band that has historically meant something to me. Where did it go? This might even fit in a little with the general midlife crisis I'm going through. This is the end. Broken-voiced lament to call us home. This is the end of every song we sing alone. And nothing is forever. Look, I like this. Well, the music sounds a little bit optimistic here. I like The Cure. Robert Smith. I mean, it's difficult, isn't it? We talk about like millionaires who've made their fortune from music. What have they got left to say? But everyone's got something to say. Everyone's got something to say. And there are certain people that you need to hear it from, and certain people that you don't need to hear it from. But Robert Smith, I think I need to hear it from him, because he put it all out there on Disintegration. Go and listen to Disintegration. It's a bit of a life changer. Or just listen to this album with me now. Because we're here now. We're here now. We're living our life now. I mean, this is quite grandiose, quite epic. Let's taste what Tahitian beer tastes like. Travelled halfway across the world to me. I can taste sunshine, which doesn't necessarily fit with The Cure's music. Ordinarily, I think of darkness and moonlight and rain. This sounds quite uplifting. Quite uplifting. We're going to fit with the general vibe of The Cure, which is they kind of go against the norm, where people tell you to get in, get out, the TikTok generation, 20 seconds, get your chorus out of the way straight away. Certainly don't make the intro of your song last for 3 minutes before you start singing. But Robert Smith, he don't give a shit. And I'm glad he don't give a shit. And nothing is forever. In the silence of a heartbeat, and wrap your arms around me in a murmured lullaby. As the memory of the first time, in the stillness of a teardrop, as you hold me for the last time, in the dying of the life. I thought there was going to be an optimistic vibe about being together forever, but my number world has grown old. I love this, I love this, I love this. Oh my god. I'm so into this kind of big doomed music. It was many and many a year ago in a kingdom by the sea, where a girl once lived who you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this girl, she lived with no other thoughts than to love and be loved by me. I was a child, and she was a child, in this kingdom by the sea. I love, like, doom-laden lyrics that are about everlasting love and love through death. Slide down close beside me in the silence of a heartbeat. Slide down close beside me in the silence of a heartbeat. Cymbals, piano. Everything's been quite bombastic so far, production-wise and instrumentation-wise. Still there, bass-driven on this one. And if you think about it, The Cure, the six-string, the Fender six-string bass, Robert Smith, so many melodies played on a six-string bass over his career. I was eating Doritos, hot fiery Doritos last night. Not Danny. I nearly said I was eating Danny DeVito. Imagine that. Don't imagine that. And with a dip, with a hot salsa dip. I was eating it here, and I had the hot salsa dip and the Doritos here on the puff, and I spilt some here on my favourite chair. And the stain is still there now. So after this album finishes, I'm going to have to get the wet back out. And that's not a euphemism. Like, there's nothing you can do in your life to change what's already going to happen. It's all predetermined. War song. Can be quite a sad, kind of negative, pessimistic way to view the world. When you view it all as, it's all, everything that's going to happen to you has already happened. All you're doing is just moving the chess pieces in a preordained manner. Tahitian babe sat cross-legged, cross-armed on a desert island. Red dress, rose in her hair. Not afraid to have a 3-minute instrumental intro to every song. I wonder if it's about a war within, or whether he's being literal about it being about war. Or is it about a war within ourselves? It's misery the way we fight, for bitter ends we tear the night in two. I want your death, you want my life. We tell each other lies to hide the truth, and hate ourselves for everything we do. War song. I think it's about a relationship. Relationships can be akin to war. They really can. They really can. Drone, no drone. Okay. So the last song was called War Song. And now we are talking about drones. So is it an analogy, or is this for real? Robert Smith addressing war. I mean, I'm immediately thinking about like drone airstrikes. There are plenty of other drones out there, and there's people that drone on and on like me. I can never say goodbye. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. It's like he's still crafting songs like it's like the 80s. He hasn't taken any notice of all the constant talk of the attention span, a TikTok generation. He wants to put out soundscapes and lyrics that mean something. But what's interesting about The Cure is that a lot is conveyed without the lyrics. If you took the lyrics away, the music still melts icebergs. I can never say goodbye. Something wicked this way comes. I can never say goodbye. Something wicked this way comes from out the cruel and treacherous night. Something wicked this way comes to steal away my brother's life. There'll be some context there, and I have the feeling that the context won't be happy. But this is The Cure. All I Ever Am. We've only got 2 songs left. Only 8 songs on this album. Just like the old days, all my favourite Alice Cooper albums were 8 songs in length. And then when the CD, that was like a vinyl thing, put 4 songs aside. When CDs came along, you could stick 17 minutes on. So everyone thought they filled the CDs up with absolute fucking crap. This is harking back to an era. Get in, get out, slab of vinyl, 4 songs aside. I mean, we're sticking with the formula for every song. We will have at least a couple of minutes of music before we start singing. 1 minute 25 there. I mean, there's a vibe of kind of disintegration era here, but there's also a little bit more of a driving force, a little bit more of like a pop sensibility. Disintegration was like a really kind of magnificent, kind of slightly dingy concept album. This one's a little bit more immediate. My weary dance with age and resignation moves me slow toward a dark and empty stage where I can sing the world I know. The way love turns out every time will never be enough. I waste all my world like this, intending time and memories, and all for fear of what I'll find if I just stop and empty out my mind of all the ghosts and all the dreams, all I hold to in belief that all I ever am is somehow never quite all I am now. I mean, For a bloke with interesting hair and makeup, he probably lives in a mansion. He certainly has a way of kind of still writing lyrics that like touch the soul. And it sounds to me, I mean, this is only what I get from it. Just, I'm hearing midlife crisis in this. Mahoney! This must be the final song. Oh, it's called End Song. And it's 10 minutes long. As he checks the cameras to make sure they got enough time running on them. Probably, maybe. End Song. More real 80s style drumming. Let's just lie back in the unflattering position of someone with a gut that needs to lose about 4 stone, at least. Don't accidentally undo the buttons, Mercurial number 6. Proper massive drum sound, that 80s drum sound. I feel like we are referencing Disintegration a little bit here. I really do. When he does start singing, he's going to say, "And I'm outside in the dark, staring at the blood-red moon, remembering the hopes and dreams I had and all I had to do, and wondering what became of that boy and the world he called his own. I'm outside in the dark, wondering how I got so old." It's definitely an album constantly referencing getting old, passage of time, and as a person in it. It's a midlife crisis album. It is. It's all gone, it's all gone. Nothing left of all I loved. It all feels wrong, it's all gone. No hopes, no dreams, no world. I don't belong. I don't belong here anymore. It's all gone. I will lose myself in time. It's all gone. Left alone with nothing at the end of every song. Oh, it's referencing the first song. Left alone with nothing at the end of every song. Left alone with nothing, 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 and then it ends. This is the perfect song to end the album with. Perfect. Left alone with nothing at the end of every song. Left alone with nothing, 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 nothing. Where are we? Well, 4 minutes 30 is approaching now. So I assumed he would be starting singing about now. He's pushing it past what I thought. I mean, given how little lyrics he has to sing, he could easily start singing at about 8 minutes, to be fair. Wow. Guitars again doing their thing. This album has been spectacular. Spectacular. This is actually one of my favourite Cure albums. And over the years I have played Cure albums round and round and round in the car. Wish, great album. Head on the Door, a Disintegration, like I say, but I do like Wish. This is certainly building a soundscape of desolation. Yeah. 6 minutes 20. Wow, this is so down. I mean, this is just fantastic. It'd be a weird song to put a Hot Penguin on, though. It wouldn't really. We'll do it anyway. Hot Penguin. On. Some of the guitars going on in the background and the atmospherics are very November Rain by Guns N' Roses, honestly. Oh, this is just fantastic. This is like, oh, this is fantastic. It's all gone. Gone. It's all gone, and I'm left with nothing. It's all gone. It's all gone. Everything, it's all gone. Left with nothing. Holy fuck. Wow. That was great. Okay. Well, an old classic from Cure history here. Thank you very much, my mercenaries. That was, as he quickly checks whether the camera's still recording, that was The Cure with their brand new album, and I really enjoyed that. That was, I would say, like a return to form, but it's more a case that I've dipped in and out of The Cure over the years. And I have the albums that hold a place in my heart, and other Cure fans out there will have albums that hold a place in their hearts. But I would be surprised if there was a Cure fan out there that didn't appreciate this album. And the bookending of the first and last tracks, which just fit together beautifully, and then you go on a journey in between, which was, to me, kind of touching on themes of death, but certainly on themes of the passing of time, and the way that equates to me is a kind of a person, I would say a man, but a person in general, who just hits a point in their life where they start to worry about everything they've done and everything that they are. Call it a midlife crisis, call it whatever. But thank you very much. Always love you. Until next time, mercenaries. Keep the comments flowing. Press like, press subscribe. Let me know what you want me to listen to next. There's only you and I in the room. Thank you. I'll always love you. Till next time. Over and